First Alert Forecast with meteorologist Joseph Eng.
Good morning, everybody. 7:10 now, and taking a look at your forecast as we kick off our Thursday with some still cloudy conditions, but generally good visibility at the surface behind all of yesterday's rain and storms. Current temperatures have dropped quite a bit as well. Mostly, you're looking at an average anywhere between the mid and upper 40s across the area, although a few spots have managed to hang on to about 50 degrees, though there's still room for that to drop without getting much sunshine and a pretty gusty breeze out there. This is still a good 10 to 15 to 20 degrees cooler than this time yesterday in both temperatures and dew points. That means we'll have a little bit of a drier day ahead as well. Satellite and radar not showing any remaining signs of showers or sprinkles, just some thin cloud cover drifting overhead for many, though, like you saw on Skycam, that is still enough to keep your morning sun at bay, at least for the time being. Any remnants of that front are much further off to the east at this point, affecting parts of Georgia and Florida and some of Alabama, but it looks like we'll have a little bit more sunshine available for the day here once we get more into this afternoon, with a quiet pocket and what otherwise is still very much a shifting pattern. I'd say it's quiet, but it is very breezy this morning, mostly out of the north for now, and gusts around 20 to 25 miles per hour pretty regularly are definitely putting a chill in the air. So you'll want a light jacket or a windbreaker would be best if you have one. And that's not letting up by too much into this afternoon either. Gusts will still be keeping the same strength, but shift a little more northeasterly and then eventually more easterly as we get into Friday itself. But let's take a look at all that on Futurecast here. That cool start for the morning expected to last through maybe your entire morning commute. Even into midday, there's some spots that may be hanging on to those 40s, even as we start to get a little bit more sunshine in and temperatures do eventually warm up. Looks like afternoon highs should get pretty close to the mid to upper 50s and even the low 60s for a couple places that manage to get full sunshine but are more sheltered from that northeastern flow. And that's not to say that we'll have perfectly sunny skies either. There's still going to be occasional bits of cloud cover floating overhead and providing extra shade, so you'll probably see a decent mix of high temperatures out there this afternoon, especially with the breeze trying to keep wind chill around. That cloud cover picks up into this evening. It's not quite enough to keep our temperatures from dropping again down into the low 40s for out the door Friday. And Friday itself is where the forecast starts getting a little bit tricky. With our pattern shifting so quickly, it looks like some small disturbances might be enough to spark a couple of scattered showers popping up off and on throughout the day, different parts of our area for different times of the day here. But overall, it does look like relatively low rain chances compared to this weekend. If you look at the bigger picture here, high pressure briefly flexing its influence today, but then another cold front is expected to move in pretty quickly as we get into Saturday itself, bringing back another chance at scattered showers and storms. And this is your first alert that we'll probably see a couple storms with a chance of being on the strong to severe side, with most of southwest Louisiana under a low risk to see all modes of severe weather possible. So that's something we'll be watching very closely as the system moves closer to us, and a pretty good reason to take Saturday off the table if you do have outdoor plans. Now, the good news is this front's expected to move through pretty quickly, and it won't be your entire weekend that's getting rain and storms. Sunday drops down those rain chances along with a significant drop in temperatures all the way up near 80 for Saturday itself, but back to highs in the 60s and the low 60s at that for Sunday and Monday. Sunny and cooler, but those mornings are going to be a little on the chilly side. I think it'll dry out quite nicely though, so it'll be a good opportunity for outdoor plans and at least a quieter start to next week, but you might have to bring those coats back if you put them away in the last 7 to 10 days.
Probably so. Have you ordered your flowers yet for Valentine's Day?
No, I'll have to get on that. And I wonder where I could get that
Today's the day, yeah, several places. Chocolates, a night out, dinner for two, maybe even flowers are some of the most popular Valentine's Day gifts each year, and that means flower shops across the area are busy today and tomorrow. Carla Castillo is at 1 this morning telling us how they're preparing.
Good morning, John and Joseph. I have the answer for you. Like you mentioned, chocolates, balloons, and of course flowers are all very popular items during Valentine's Day. And I have some balloons here next to me, and this one's my favorite because it says join the love. Well, it doesn't say join, but I'm telling you to join the Love Letter Express. But I'm joined by Kaylee here, the owner of the flower shop of Lake Charles. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, big demand tomorrow. How are you guys preparing?
So we are already Green and Bases getting orders that we already have ready to go out for tomorrow. Getting all the chocolate and candy pulled for all the people that ordered extras. Getting the balloons blown up and just getting ready.
Now, what are some of the most popular items that you guys sell during Valentine's Day?
Well, of course, the dozen roses, but in addition, the chocolate, teddy bears, balloons, even candles sell really well during Valentine's.
And on average, how long does it take to make a bouquet of flowers?
I would say about 7 to 10 minutes.
And are you guys still taking orders for tomorrow?
Yes, absolutely. You can even walk in and come see us and we'll have it ready.
Well, thank you so much, Kayla. Now, like she mentioned, you still have time to order your Valentine's Day flowers here at the Flower Shop of Lake Charles, as well as discover what other options you have besides flowers. Live in Lake Charles, Carla Castillo, 7 News.
Oak Park Elementary in Lake Charles is one of many schools across the country taking part in National No One Eats Alone Day. It's a program created to raise awareness for social isolation. Students at Oak Park will be taught when to know someone's being isolated and how they can help.
Social isolation, when people are being left out, a lot harder to catch and a lot more detrimental to a person's health. Children are, less likely to show up at school, so absenteeism is a big thing. When they are in school, they're afraid to raise their hands, they're afraid to participate, and then as a result, their grades start to drop.
National No One Eats Alone Day is also Valentine's Day. That's tomorrow. Microchips can be vital in tracking down your lost pet. Now, a major maker of those chips is going out of business. We'll tell you what that means to you if you're a pet owner next at 7:17.